What's going on, family? This is 0 to 100 Deals, where we teach people how to build wealth one deal at a time, y'all. I got this thing here I want to talk to you about right quick. I don't want to take too much time, y'all. I want to talk about 4 different things here. I want to talk about the employee that have a job, the self-employed person that created a job for themselves, as well as the business owner, and of course on the last one you basically got the investor, y'all. The employee's doing what? The employee's basically trading time for money, right? That is 95% of people is trading time for money. Then maybe you have a small percentage of people that basically are self-employed, and what they mean by self-employed is their own boss, right? You think about somebody that do Uber, or somebody that got their license to be a realtor, somebody that is a handyman, somebody that start their own business, but they basically the one that work in the business. There's no other employee but them. So they basically created a job for themselves. They leave their job to create a job for themselves, right? Then on the other end, you also have the business owner, right? When you look at the employee and the self-employed one, they still both of them are trading time for money, which is a very dangerous thing, because you realize if you're not there, then money not being made. If you don't wake up, then money don't get made. If you don't show up, then there's no money being made, right? So your presence is necessary in order for money to be made. So if you laying down in the hospital, then money's not being made that way, right? If you feeling sick, then money, and you decide, okay, well, I'm not gonna show up, then money's not being made, and it's a possibility you might get let go, you might lose your job, or you might lose your clients, right? So that's basically the self-employed person, as well as the employee, which is somebody that have a job and somebody that created a job for themselves. Then you go on to the business owner that is leveraging a different thing. The business owner is leveraging people for money, right? So the business owner, they created a business, they have a system, and they have people that work within the business. Most likely they are still present in the business, but they still have people that work in the business for them. So they basically leveraging the people, right? So if I have 5 people there that's producing, that's working, I'm leveraging those people to make money, right? Which is kind of sweet, a little bit better than the other ones, because maybe you have a little bit more freedom. Sometimes you have more headache, right? But then you have the investor, right? Which is probably the sweet spot. This is the person here that is not leveraging time, and they're not leveraging people necessarily. They're leveraging money. They're using their money to make more money, right? So they're not doing no hard work. They just investing their money in the right investment to bring them a return, right? To bring them 10%, to bring them 20%, to bring them 30%, to bring them 100% of their income, and they continue to do that, right? If I were to ask you, which one of those people would you rather be? Would you want to be the employee that's trading time for money? Would you want to be the self-employed person that created a job that is still trading time for money? Or would you want to be the business owner that is basically leveraging people to make money? So therefore he's very involved with other people, right? Or would it be the investor? And it's not necessarily to say that the investor does not deal with other people, but the investor is a little bit more passive, right? Because there are investments that are passive, right? And from an investor point of view, there's a lot of stress that you don't deal with, like the self-employed person, like the business owner person, or even the employee. You have a whole lot more control. You're just making your money work for you, which is basically the idea where you would want to be in the end, right? It's not to say that you cannot be a business owner, but you really want your money to work for you. This is what I wanted to bring to your attention today, right? That when you look at, when you come across people, you will come across people in those different type of quadrant. It's either they're gonna be employees, either they're gonna be self-employed, or maybe they're gonna be a business owner. If not that, then they might just be an investor, y'all. So you gotta pick for yourself. I wanna be on the investor side. I have a business, that's true. I've been in the self-employed quadrant also, but really where I want to end up in the long run is basically as an investor, receiving passive income, whether it's through real estate, whether it's through the stock market, whether it's through Bitcoin, whatever the case may be. I would rather be on that side more than anything else, all right? So I can remove myself from my business, and my business does not necessarily need my presence and I could still be making money like that, right? So that's where I would want to be. And I would encourage you to really get familiar with those 4 different things: employee, self-employed, business owner, and an investor. I want you to get familiar with those things so you could really understand, where is it that I'm trying to go? Am I really trying to be an employee? Is that where my happy spot is? Because some people do. Some people tried the self-employed thing and then they went back to being an employee because it was too stressful, right? Some people tried the business owner thing and then they went back to being an employee. Very seldom that you find an investor that actually is making money and doing what they need to do that go back, right? They usually like, man, there ain't nothing better than investing and making a return and flip the money over and over and over again and not have to lift a finger to do anything except to invest. I just wanted to open up your imagination a little bit so you can think about that, all right? What are you leveraging today? Are you leveraging your time? Are you leveraging people? Or are you leveraging money? The rich, the wealthy, let their money work for them. They leverage money. So I would suggest, if you want to be rich, if you want to be wealthy, that you do the same. God bless you. Once again, this is 0 to 100 Deals. And you know what we do on this side. We teach people how to build wealth. Peace out.